Hello there, everybody. This is Silent Mist, and welcome back to the Potatocraft Feed the Beast server. Oh, man, every like 3 or 4 episodes, I usually say it's been a long time since I've last recorded my video, recorded a video on the server, and, well, that's been no exception, except it's gonna be a little bit weird this time, hopefully, in that, like, you should have gotten a few episodes before this episode went up, and then hopefully this episode comes out after those few episodes went up. Hopefully I don't, leave it in the pipeline for like a week and a half like I did last time, because the last 2 weeks actually have pretty much been crazy busy for me. I have had like no free time, and it's just been a lot of work. And well, I've done a couple of things on the server, but honestly, most of my time has been spent off the server doing other crap like schoolwork, because the semester's in full swing right now, and there's just so much crap that I have to do. But since the last episode, I have migrated all the machines that need to be automated. Excuse me, that's rude. All of the machines that you can't hurt me, you're small now. But all the machines that are automated and hooked up into the AE system are now down here. As you can see, I've installed a lot more of some of them. There are now 3 pulverizers instead of, I think, 2, and 3 instead of 1 furnace. And I've also doubled them up because I realized, oh, you can just put multiple machines on the different sides of the interface and it will magically magic together. So yeah, I did that to increase our processing speed, and all of these have all of the augments in them, so they all go really fast. I made a couple more alloy smelters because we were running out of stuff. And yeah, as you can see, I added a bedrockium ingot recipe because we needed it. But ooh, speaking of bedrockium, I think I have a lot of bedrockium in here. I've been generating some bedrockium instead of iridium because we have over 1,000 iridium right now, I think. Let's see. Chuck that into there, and iridium, yeah. 1,281 iridium. I've been saving a lot of the, well, I've just been saving the UU matter in here because I've wanted to fill up a resonant portable tank with nothing but UU matter. I think it just looks cool, so that's been going on for a couple of weeks, and that's not even full yet. That's not going to be full for a long time. But other than that, I don't think I've done too much else. The last thing that I wanted to not really show you. Oh, well, we have the kill noob button. I recently installed this. Originally, I had a ban noob button, but apparently, what are those things called? Command blocks cannot ban players. So instead, I have that button which just kills noob. There aren't too many ways that you can kill noob, but that one way, that way works very well. But we're gonna grab this uranium because I need so much uranium. I've been just converting all of my fuel into plutonium and mox just because I think I need bedrockium for some recipes coming up soon. But yeah, in the last episode, I think we worked on stuff, Thaumcraft stuff, I want to say, and we have 3 minutes. I don't want to have to deal with that for 3 minutes, but I think we worked on Thaumcraft stuff in the last episode. Oh wait, there's one more big thing that's changed since the last episode that I need to show you guys. But I don't think we're going to be working on Thaumcraft stuff in today's video. There's something else that I want to do as soon as I show you guys this, but I've revamped the molecular assembler room. There are now 64 of these interfaces with 6 assemblers on each side. The only thing that I have left to do is to put accelerator cards in every single one of these, which is going to take a very, very long time. That's a lot of I don't even know what this inventory is for, but there are a lot of rooms for, there's a ton of room for accelerator cards. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to doing that, but at some point or another I'll do that. I've rewired the controller just a little bit to clean it up, and now over here, if we come up here, we have lots of wiring that will bring AE to all the parts of our base. Surprised! I'm very surprised that I have yet to run out of controller faces on here. Like, our network is getting quite large, and we aren't even, well, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces left on this, so that's still, let's see, 32 times 6 is 192, I think. Yeah, we have 192 different channels left, so we're good for a little while. But yes, now that we have that, you might have seen this in the corner of your eye while we were walking around. What I want to do in today's episode is fully automate the fully automate a smelter. We have the giant smelter over here, but I want to make this smelter do a thing. So this is going to be kind of difficult. I'm actually not entirely sure how I'm going to do this yet because it's going to involve like not messing up a lot of things, and it's easy to not mess up one or two things, but this is going to be a lot of things that we're not going to need to mess up. So basically what we have is an interface connected to a Smeltery controller, and there's a second interface right over there because we need a lot of room for a lot of recipes. So we're going to hook this into the AE network, and then I want to hook this guy up in the process to the replicator because this used to be hooked into the network, but it is no longer there. So what we're going to need to do is find a nice spot to drag a line over here. I think if we just go over here, we should be able to run into something. Maybe. Oh, well, there's some dark cable that goes to the replicator. Now we just need to connect this all up over here, maybe? Mayhaps? I think that was the stair. Where's the stairs? I think I might run into the stairs if, I'm not careful because everything is very, very tightly packed in over here. Why is there a chest right here? Is this chest not hooked into anything anymore? Is it just sitting here? Let's get rid of that. Come on, break faster. Yep, that chest is definitely no longer doing anything. Oh, wow, we have no space over here. Okay, so what I need to do is come over here, and is there, I think right here, yes, haha, I found cable. Now the question is, how many channels are being used on this cable? Is this cable still usable? What is this? Oh, I think that was the door that's just been sitting there forever. I need to chuck some stuff in my inventory before my inventory gets really full and I get frustrated because I don't have enough inventory space. Let's get rid of a couple of things. Cloud, don't need you, or you. Get rid of, no, I'll keep the cabling for now. Yeah, I think that's everything for now. And like I said, I need to figure out how many channels are being used right here. So there are 3 out of 8. Is this a subnet? Or yeah, that's a subnet, so we're gonna need to grab it from that cable over there. And is this a P2P tunnel, or is this a normal I think, yep, this is a normal thing, so we can very easily just grab some lines from here. We need 3, I think. Yeah, 2 control, no, we're gonna need 4. 2 for the 2 controllers, 1 for importing. Oh yeah, 3, only 3. I know how to do numbers, so let's see, let's grab, oh man, I am running low on beef Wellington, although I think I still have a ton in here. Oh yeah, 3,000, that's enough to keep me going for a while. Throw that into there, grab some cable. We're gonna want, do I want smart cable or do I want glass cable? Do I want to waste the resources for the smart cable? I don't care. We're not really low on any resources at this point anymore, so I guess we can just go and wastingly use all of the stuff. Oh, come on, server, don't be laggy. The server's been so laggy as of lately, and I'm trying to figure out why. Did the server like flat out? Oh, okay. Okay, did the server just crash? Oh no, that's never an error message you want to see. I guess I'll be right back. Oh, well, that was easier than I thought it would have been. Don't know what just happened there, but apparently everyone was just kicked off the server. But like I was saying, the server's been really laggy as of lately, and I've been trying to figure out what's causing it. I've started like imposing limits on what people can and can't do because we have a lot. I think I explained this in a past episode, but a lot of people are starting to get pretty far on the server, and the server can handle like a few people that are end game, well, not end game, very, very far in the world, in this server, being on at the same time. After that point, it starts to get really iffy. Just because they're like my base. I have a ton of stuff going on in my base. Let's see who else is on. Redstone Sam. I believe both Redstone Sam and Samus Aran are both in the same base, so they're pretty much end game, if not past end game at this point. So they have a very, very demanding base. And so I've basically like started restricting some of the very heavy hitting items for server performance. Like I feel like I've explained this before, so I'm not going to go into super depth. If I didn't, just yell at me and I'll tell the story some other time. But basically I've just been telling people, yo, build less of these, and yeah, then maybe the server will be happier. And I think sometimes it works. I definitely feel like I guess the best way to put how I feel like the server is working right now is that it will work very well for a short period of time, and then it'll just randomly stop working. Like every once in a while, the server will just flat out stop accepting connections, and I don't know why it does that, and I don't know how to fix it. So like every day, every other day, I have to restart the server just because it starts refusing connections. I want to grab some glass fiber cable now because, yeah, the rest of this path can just be done with that. But, yeah, I've been trying to figure this out, and I'm finally, like, getting to the point of where I really don't want to do any map resets anytime soon, just because I've been doing so much on here. I don't want to lose all that progress. But one of the unfortunate consequences of, like, the server becoming so laggy is I've pretty much, no, not pretty much, I have completely ground server applications to a halt, because right now the server just isn't working well enough to have more people on. Right now we have 3 people, and well, I just lagged off for some reason. That might not even have been lag. There might just be a semi-glitchy thing that someone did. So yeah, how we're gonna do all this, I don't know. That's for future me to decide. Right now, I just want to get everything wired up and get all of this stuff hooked into the network, because it would be super convenient if we could get this this guy right here to do the thing. So what we're going to need to do now that we have that, I'm going to want to set this up. So we're going to need a couple of tanks, and then we're going to need a couple of other things. So first of all, tank. Do we not have? Where are you, NEI? There we go. We need a smeltery tank. What are you called? You are this thing right here. The seared tank. Oh, I'm not. Why am I not in here? Seared tank. Do that. Do bam. And get me 2 of those. And then, do I still have seared bricks? Yes, okay, perfect. I made all this stuff ahead of time because, man, seared bricks are really hard to make relative to, like, what they are. They take a lot of resources to make. Where do I want to put this? I'll put you right there. So break that, and then we need to break 1 above and 1 above. There we go. Then we're gonna need to grab these 2 tanks right here. So I filled up these 2 resonant tanks with lava that I just got from the igneous extruder, not the igneous, the magma crucible that I've been just feeding cobblestone into, and pretty much I just leave it on overnight, and then I have a full thing of lava. And considering how long this tank up here has lasted, like these 2, this is just 256 millibuckets, or 256 buckets of lava. This has been full for, like, I'd say over a month now, and I don't use that thing a ton, but I use it a fair bit. So, yeah, that works really well as a source of fuel for this, and now that we have 2 of them, well, this is literally 4 times as much lava as we had before, so that should last for a very long time. Okay, so now let's seal this back up, and then I can seal everything back up. You see, a smarter me would probably have these out here, but I don't want the tanks to be visible, so yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with that. And finally, boop, boop, and a boop. And now, this should, ooh, just chop through everything. This should be, no, why aren't you a smeltery? Actually, though, you are built correctly now. Why isn't this working? Right? Can this not be in the corner? Maybe this can't be in the corner. That would be, like, super unfortunate because I really like how this is set up right now. Oh, wait, no. What the heck? Wait a minute. Why do I always have trouble making these things just because I feel like sometimes it just doesn't want to work. Okay, so do that. Now you're a thing. Okay, so you just can't be in the corner, I guess? Really? That seems like an odd a very odd way to do things. Break you. Oh, break you. And then maybe it needs to have the brick underneath it? Wait a second. Okay, so if we do this, it is. Why didn't it work the first time? Maybe it's because there was glass next to it? Bam. Nope, still works. I guess maybe it must have just been lagging a little bit. Can I still have this next to you, or does that break you? Nope, you work perfectly fine. Okay, I'll just chalk that up to server lagging, because when in doubt, if there's a server problem, it's probably lag related. A couple of people have actually lost items due to unfortunate lag issues, but that's okay. Here on the Potatocraft server, if you lose an item to a glitch, I'll most likely, like, there's a 98% chance that I will just spawn it back in for you, because I mean, you didn't deserve to lose an item like that. Nobody deserves to lose an item like that. I mean, if you if you throw an item into the void accidentally, I won't spawn that back in, but luckily people don't do that. Let's see, we need the casting basin. We have one of these, so bam, and bam. Do I need anything other than this? No, I just need these. So basically what we're going to be setting up is we're going to make it so... Actually, we're gonna need a couple more casting basins, I think. We're gonna make it so the smeltery will make gears, it will make draconium blocks, and all the draconic evolution stuff, and it will make buckets of metal that we need, if that makes any sense. Let me see, I'll just grab all of those, and then we're gonna need do we have any drains? We have 2. We're gonna need more than just 2 drains. We're gonna need, make me like 4, wait, what? No, don't, shift click, there we go, 1, 2, there we go. We have 4 of these, we'll just fill them all in over there. Probably put a door over there just so there is easy access to this portion of the smeltery, because this is going to be a little difficult to set up, and I mean, we're probably gonna mess this up, and when we mess it up, we're gonna need, what? What? These are drains, why do they get placed as normal blocks? Let's try that again, so. Boop. Yeah, there we go. Boop, and a boop, and a boop. And then seal this up. And now we can just install these guys right here. Oh my, I hear so many zombies, and we're digging right into the tunnels that are underneath our house. So we're going to do 2 of those, 3 of these, and the block caster. And do that. And then we're gonna need to figure out how the heck to do this, because this is going to be, oh god, this is gonna be really hard. Let me grab some signs so I can label the outputs properly. Am I going to need anything else? Oh, I was gonna think that we could use buckets. I don't think we need buckets in too many recipes, so I can just ignore those for now. But what I do need is a bucket of, let me grab that. Anything else? I don't think so. Okay, so we'll grab that. And yeah, we'll get everything else set up as we go, because geez, this is a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot to get the item ducts. This is a lot of stuff. I don't think I'm going to build all of this on screen, because this is, build it all today, because automating the smeltery, in my opinion, is one of the hardest things that you can do on to automate, just because you need to make sure you give it the right amount of ingots so it smelts you the right amount of output. You need to make sure that you drain everything out of the smeltery, or else it's going to get clogged. And there are just so many different ways that this can go wrong, but we're going to try our hardest anyway. So let me see, we have that. We need a fluid duct. I want to just get this sort of working. We need the temperature ones. Yes, there we go. Hardened fluid ducts. Place all of these. Do we have a wrench? Yes, we do. And so this will be as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. And then separate these so it doesn't pour them out differently. And oh my god, there's gonna be so much like whitelisting of certain fluids to make sure that everything flows to the right point, and oh, this is just gonna be a really difficult process. Let's see, I wanna fill this in. Man, there is just no room, and why? There's so many zombies over there. Guess while we're doing this, I can also patch up this area over here because it is way too... I just feel claustrophobic working over here because there's this semi-open space, which isn't actually an open space, and it's just terrible. Okay, and let me show you guys what else. I love this device right here. It just replaces blocks, and it just makes placing these, like doing this, so much easier because you can just set everything to a uniform block, and then you don't have to worry about it derping up because it thinks because it won't place, the Super Builders one will only place next to blocks that are adjacent that are the same type. So if you have dirt blocks, it can sort of mess up your flow of placing stuff. Let's do that, and now we can just fill this in. Oh, that is nice. And then we just have to do it on this side. So let's turn this into that, and turn that into that, and then hopefully we have enough cobblestone to just seal. Nope, we ran out of cobblestone, or not cobblestone, smooth stone. Let's seal it up, and then we'll be good to go to build, and I won't feel like I'm going to be attacked from every side. Let's see, get rid of you, get rid of that, get rid of that. Don't need that, or that. We'll need those. Don't need that, or that, or that. Okay, so now that we have that all set up, I think that we just need to plop this right here. And we're gonna need some servos, but not yet. We'll get those in a sec. We'll worry about the smeltery, the entire thing that I wanted to do in this episode, in just a moment, because right now we're too busy. We're too busy making this area not a giant Swiss cheese factory. So if we do that, yeah, and then I don't care too much about the empty spaces that I left over there. I guess I can only care so much about those. And now we have this. There we go. Okay, so we'll break up. I can't. I am so, you know that feeling of claustrophobia you get when you're like trying to do something and then you just get overwhelmed by the small little things that you do, and every single mistake builds up on the last one, and you're just like, why can't I do anything right? That is what I just felt like in that brief moment right there. So let's grab ourselves a servo, or rather 4 of them. Okay, now this is where it's gonna get a little weird. Well, not a little weird. This is where we're going to have to prepare a lot of stuff in advance in order for this to work out the way I want it to work. So let me see. We're gonna need to get, what kind of things are we gonna want to pour out? How many things can we pull out using this? We can pull out 9. Do resonant servos have more than 9 outputs? Oh, they have 12. Yes, we're gonna have to replace those with resonant ones because they are better. Just because they are better. Okay, grab those 2. Grab 2 of those. And yoink. Okay, now we can replace the silly, not resonant servos that we placed in there with the better ones. And then we just have to start whitelisting liquids that can go through these. That's like the worst part because you can only do it with buckets of the molten liquid already. So yeah, it's just not a fun time. So let me change this to whitelist and ignored, whitelist, ignored. Oh crap, need to change that or else we're gonna have issues. Ignored, whitelist, nope, ignored, whitelist, and you need to be whitelist. There we go. So now that we have that, what we're going to try to do is make our first recipe. It's going to be just a simple copper gear. So let's grab some copper, do this, do that, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Grab that recipe right there. And we're also gonna need a bucket of copper. Okay, we have the bucket of copper made apparently. At some point or another, I think I made this like a really long time ago, and it was back when like everything was super valuable, so I never got rid of it. So now we throw this bucket into here. That'll say, hey, liquids of type copper can totally flow through that. And if we load this right here, which recipe? There's the recipe. Now we should be able to craft copper gears with this system. We're gonna try to craft 16 of them. So copper gear, let's make 16 of them. That's going to take a stack of copper and is just going to load it right into the smeltery. Yes! Oh my god, that works. And eventually that will melt down. Unfortunately, we can't access the smeltery controller from this very spot right here, but that should melt it down. and then it should pour it into here. The only thing we're gonna need to do now is export these into the AE system. That was something I forgot to do. Let's hook this all up. And we'll just go down a couple blocks, and there are so many zombies over here. I should really use the pickaxe that doesn't smash through everything instantly too, because that makes working quite a bit harder than it should be. Let's switch them out. I think I showed you guys the satchel that I made a while ago. It's so much better than the bag of holding just because it's so much bigger. What do we need? We need some import buses. We're gonna need a storage bus. And then we're gonna need a chest. And that should be everything that is needed. Let's grab the bigger, I like the slightly larger chests just because they take up a full block and it lets me seal things off very nicely. But, so we're gonna need this. So, boom, 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 boom. Oh, I think it's pouring. It's pouring the first gear. And, oh, that filled up quite a bit. No, it didn't. It looked like it filled up a lot, but in actuality, it barely filled up anything. So now that we have those, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're also going to want to hook up, we'll hook this thing into that too. Let me see, I need space, so grab you. I need space in my inventory, that's what I need more than anything. Get rid of that, keep that, don't need that, don't need that. I'll need you at some point, so you can go right there, and there we go. So now we just need to wire all this together. That's always the fun part, is wiring the AE network. I actually really like wiring AE networks together. It's just relaxing. But if we just come over here, we should be able to connect into this. Whoa, server, don't lag on me. Then we're gonna need an import bus right there. And we can have the chest right here. Oh, wait, no, we cannot, because there is an interface right above it. We'll just lower it down a block, I guess. Yeah, we can get rid of that and put this guy right here. Actually, we could set this interface to be a directional interface. I've never done that before, but it's a pretty useful thing. I think you just whack it with a... Dang it! I think you just whack it with a wrench, and then it will change it so it only puts items in whatever inventory is, like, to the left of it, to the right of it, or whatever you define. So that is a super handy thing, but I've never done that super handy thing. Oh wait, we cannot do that. What we can do is get ready to wire this subnet up. So let's see, how do I want to do this? We need to give power to it. I guess we can just go around this way and use this glass fiber cable right here, and bam, and now we can just route this back here and get all the power to the subnet that we're going to ever need. And that's the import bus. Don't need that. We do need the storage bus. Nope, splop you right there. And voila, subnets, my favorite thing in the game. So let's just break that guy right there and do this. And now that should grab that. Yes, okay, that's grabbing them out of there. That's good. And that should import it into the AE system as well. Yes, they're not staying in there. Now the only thing that we need to do is to bring this lead out over to that thing. And I don't actually know how this is hooked up. Oh, there's the cable. Oh yeah, the dark fiber is underneath the dark fiber. Whenever I say that, I mean like disconnected fiber that's not being used. I do believe there is actually a block called dark fiber. Oh wait, this thing's already hooked in. I just hooked it directly into the network. Okay, that works. Yeah, that works perfectly fine actually. So that did a thing. That's still draining it out. How much lava did we use? We can't even tell, I bet, unless I can somehow wiggle my mouse in between that little crease right there, but I'm not gonna try. Did that drain everything out? It did. And we have the gears in here, I think. Let me go check the recipe thingamahoo's right here. Nope. Nope. Oh, that's okay. That was a glitchy recipe that I had in there from a while ago. And yes, it works. We fully we haven't fully automated yet. We automated the smeltery, so now we can make gears. Things that we need to make in the future are the draconium blocks. I want to get that all, not the draconium blocks, the thing inside of the draconium blocks. Draconic. What are they? These things. The wyvern. Nope, not the wyvern cores. What are they? These things? No. I don't know what they're called. I just know you need to pour primal mana onto something in order to make it do a thing, and I don't actually remember what that thing is. Maybe not. I don't know. But that'll be something that we can worry about in the next part. For now, I think I'm going to call it an episode here. I wasn't actually 100% sure this was going to work, but now that I have the proof of concept done, it's just as easy as making all the recipes for it, which you guys obviously know that process. And yeah, in the next episode, hopefully we'll do something just as cool as this. Actually, I have a couple of plans for the next episode, but I don't know if it's audible at all, but I think I might be coming down with something. My throat is feeling a little weird, and right now my voice sounds a little off to me, so I'm going to end off this video just to give it a little rest. I want to record 1 or 2 more things today, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Stupid voice. Of course, the day that I finally have free time to record is the day that I start to come down with something. But yeah, that's going to be all for now, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like. It helps out a ton. And in the next part, who knows what we'll do. Actually, we'll probably get some of the Draconic Evolution stuff because I'm pretty sure I have everything needed in order to do that now. So yeah, that's all for now, guys, and I will see you all in the next part. So until then, bye-bye.